Pull up. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Understanding the game. Shout out to JPTV, man, for the title, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go through Trucker Richie, Mr. Richie Rich. And just find that video where he talking about he leasing. He been leasing. He gonna continue leasing. Been leasing all his career. Everybody coming in, salute to you, salute to you. I'm on a different page. I can't see you. Can't shout you out by name right now, real quick. So we gonna see what exactly did he say. Why he been leasing? Oh, he said why lease purchase drivers are one load away from being broke. Let's see. Let's watch this video. We gonna oh shit. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. Why we going in Saturday, man? What everybody doing, Mr. Xavier? Salute, salute, salute. Let everybody catch up in it. And let these notifications go out. See what we got going. Everybody who ain't in the house. I got a couple minutes of free time. Probably how much battery do we got left on this joint? Got about 2 hours and some about 2 hours to play with real quick. So I come kick it with my folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Understanding our leasing industry Saturday. Shit, I hope my goddamn everybody goddamn at the house, man. If you're putting the miles down, let me borrow you for about 2 hours. You know what I mean? You know, dig? You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Miss Woods. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't subscribed to her, go subscribe to her channel. And we got our new brother trucker Richie Rich. You know what I'm saying? He's a lease forever guy. You know what I'm saying? So I personally have never leased, so I'm trying to understand the game. Oh, I understand the allure to it, cause shit, if I'm at a trucking company and I'm making $900 a week, and you tell me I could get them bump my pay up to $1,500 to $1,800 a week just by taking on a little bit more responsibility, shit, I'd be with it too. I'd definitely be with it too. But so he got a video title "Why Lease First Truck Drivers Are Always One Load of Being Broke." Yeah, let's see what a lease guy got to say about all that. You know what I'm saying? KB, what up? Henry Duncan, what up? You know what I'm saying? What up? See what this brother got to say.
The Richie Rich Show.
Put a one in the chat if you can hear it. Last time we had
Just
an
sign
audio
here,
tape.
son. Your future's bright.
Can y'all hear that?
Welcome to hell, driver.
Yo, what's up, y'all? My YouTube peeps. What's up, man? It's Trucker Richie Rich. I'm home. Chilling, man. Want to make a quick video. I got a lot of things going on the next couple of weeks. A lot of big surprises, I guess, and we'll talk about them when they happen. The reason I'm making this one video, right? It's kind of response to my old video when I talked about push throughs, right? Why I think push throughs are so important. And for anybody who doesn't know what I mean, I'm talking basically about, if payroll cutoff is on Monday and the company pays Friday, right? But they have until Wednesday or Thursday to process the payment, and you deliver a load on like Wednesday, you want to add that to your paycheck. And the reasons you want to do that, because the reason I'm about to explain now, okay? I had a breakdown 2 weeks ago. You guys saw that, right? Tell me why things that I thought were covered under warranty were not. It seems like Freightliner and Peterbilt, they all want to play the warranty game with you. well, that part was covered on the warranty, but not the labor, or this bullshit. So, bottom line, I've been with this company for about a year, and I had about let's say about $8,000 in my maintenance account. Okay, um, right now I have negative $433 in my maintenance account, and
What in the fuck? He went from $8,000 to negative 400. Now we gonna see what the hell his breakdown was. I hope you get into that. But shit,
the reason I always get on you guys about push throughs is because you want to get all the money you can. Okay, you don't want to wait because next week comes and what do you happen? You have a breakdown or you have a tow situation. The tow cost me $1,300 for 60 miles, which I guess you
shit, that's a lot of fucking money. I paid 1,400 for about 100 miles. I say shit. So I guess that is about right. Shit.
guess you really can't argue that. I think tow truck drivers make more than we do on loads per mile. Um, but the fix, the repair, as far as the radiator, and what other issues I had. Now listen, when I got the truck, it had 380,000 miles on it. Okay, and now it has about 450. Okay, so I put some miles on it, but the repairs that I had to do, as far as changing the brakes and all kind of stuff, all kind of incidentals, should have been handled when I first got the truck. But see, a lot of companies only bring the truck up to specs, barely. Okay, and they want you to basically pay for it. Which you know what, it makes sense when you think about lease purchasing. Lease purchasing's main objective is to remove the liability from the carrier and put it on the contractor. That's what the purpose of lease purchasing is. And unfortunately, right now, this market is just terrible. Okay, if things like this make lease purchasing not really worth it. Now, back to my argument about push throughs, right? The reason I want the loads to be pushed through because you have a breakdown the next week, and what happens? Now, luckily, my company I work for, they they don't take your pay. What they do is they let your maintenance account go negative, right? But some companies out here, if you have a negative in your maintenance account, as soon as you get a positive paycheck, they're taking that. Okay. Let me tell you about my boy right now, right? Which I feel bad for him because he's a good dude. Me and him came into trucking 12 years ago together. Okay. I won't say the company because you guys can probably guess it. Okay. But he had a 2023 Peterbilt 579, right?
All right, so listen up. State Farm.
Sounds a lot like Prime.
All of a sudden, he's having major problems with it. Okay. For some reason, the last few years, these Peterbilts and Freightliners have been put together with baby glue. They haven't been well built. Okay. Um, they just been having all kind of problems with them. So next thing I know, he has to replace a clutch. He had to get towed. He has to replace a drivetrain. He has to get towed. He has so many issues with this truck in the last year that he is now negative in his maintenance account. He has to take a loan out from the shop to actually pay for it. And he has to pay this loan back at 450 bucks a week. Okay, he's still paying for it. And he called me today with another issue where his truck has to go into the shop again because they put the clutch in and they might not have did it right. Okay, that's what makes lease purchasing not really worth it. Okay, and I feel bad for him because he's been with the same company for 12 years, right? And this will be his third truck he lease purchased with them. Okay, he had two Freightliners and a Peterbilt, and it's always around the
So he least purchased three trucks, and I'm assuming, so I may be being an asshole. He didn't. Well, he leased them. I must have the difference between lease and lease purchase. So I'm guessing he just leased them, and he don't got the other two. Well, no, we'll see.
the 400 to 500 mile mark where they just start falling apart. Okay. And next thing you know, he's running into the negative and he's not making any money. He has problems. Now, listen, this market is just ain't good. Okay. This market, a lot of guys will say, because I had a couple of people in my last video was like, Rich, what do you recommend for his working and what do you recommend for a new truck driver? Listen, I'm about to give you the blueprint now, and I'm going to say it again. Okay. The blueprint is get your CDL either through Stevens or Snyder, someone who's not going to use you as a slave. Okay, I would say Prime, but the issue with Prime is they run you like a slave. Okay, that team driving when you're a new driver is not really a good idea. I don't think that's a great idea to be team driving as a new driver. You really need a mentor sitting there watching you and evaluating you as you're driving down the highway. Okay, every day for at least 30 days. Okay. He needs to watch you drive, and then he needs to get and drive and show you some things. It doesn't need to be a team situation. And unfortunately, Prime's business model is to literally throw you out there like the first or second day of your driving. Now, listen, it works for some. Okay. I could have team drove when I first got my CDO. Okay. Because I was comfortable driving a truck, but I've been a trainer for 7, 8 years. I had some students that just could not do it. Okay, they were getting lost. They were coming down mountains in wrong gears. They were taking curves too fast. I had a student drive up a single lane mountain road one time. I had a student almost put my truck in the ditch, and I had a student wreck my truck. So team driving as a learning experience is a bad thing to me. That's why you want to go somewhere where you're being evaluated, so you learn how to actually operate a truck. But greed is a motherfucker. Okay. But like I said, what you want to do, the blueprint, is you want to go to a company where it's not team driving training. That'd be the first question I ask the recruiter. Is it team driving training? If it is, don't go there. Okay. Go somewhere where you can actually learn how to operate that truck. Then once you become certified and once you become clear, drive for a company for a year or two. Okay. You're not going to make a lot of money. Don't let the money persuade you to get in the lease purchasing. Okay. Just drive the truck and learn the business. That would be my advice. And I cannot preach that more enough to you. Okay. Then after about 2 years, once you get enough experience, start looking at these better paying companies. Okay. Walmart, UPS, FedEx, the Postal Service, or
Now he said UPS, and UPS just laid off all them goddamn folks. But that definitely was one of the better company jobs. But shit, as we see, the market's taking a turn. I think somebody got cussed out the other day for telling somebody to go to Walmart, but then shit, Walmart is one of them better paying jobs to be a company driver, and they ain't offering no lease purchase and make that 100,000 a year. I mean, you might gotta wear that uniform and limit your phone time, but shit, they take new drivers and all that shit. But it is what it is.
any fuel hauling company that you can find that's a regional or local in your area. Those five blueprints. If you follow them, you will have a successful career, and you won't get caught up in this lease purchase bullshit. Okay. Working for like a mega carrier as a cent per mile guy for longer than you need be is a bad idea. Okay. And don't let those people walk you into being a lease purchase guy, because right now, Prime and certain other companies are trying to walk new people right into it. You know, I was talking to my man today, and he showed me the website to Success Leasing. There's about 80 trucks up there right now waiting to get leased because people are just not jumping into them. Okay. That's
And what did he say? Site that was Success Leasing. And so let's look that up. Success Leasing Incorporated, Springfield, Missouri. Is that the Prime type shit? It looks like Prime, but nah, they got shit in Utah and all that. Oh yeah, this is the Prime. Yeah, this is the Prime. This is the Prime list. Let's see people showing. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all this tab before we get back into it. You know what I'm saying? This is the inventory. I guess this is Prime's inventory list, which somebody showed. I was watching the video somebody showed us, and yeah, $1,200 a week plus $100 APU, 1255 a week. I mean, like they said, what they say back in the day. I don't know what back in the day used to look like. So it used to be a waiting list. This is now. Hold up. I don't know what that these dates are. End of lease, 2027, 2027. Yeah, all this shit. 2028, Christmas Eve, 2028. These shit. This is a brand new goddamn 2025. Shit. 2026 for the 3 years. 1275 a week for 3 years. What they got a 2024 Peterbilt, at least over 2026, 171,000 miles, 1,200. Shit. I guess these trucks offer for the flatbed, $1,000 a week, 1,100, 1,100. Truck spec for tanker, 1,100, 1,100. Shit. Woo. God damn. Mm, yeah. I ain't know about that. Come on, let's get back into the video though. Shit.
That's good, I think. I'm not trying to hurt Prime's business model, but unfortunately, lease purchasing is very, very strenuous when it's not a good market. Okay, there's a couple of YouTubers on here who are telling you the truth now. I can name two. My man Drive Lineup and who was the other guy I saw today? I think it's Jim C. I think he said something. He ain't made a check in 3 weeks. Now, he's fine, and I guess they're both fine. They kind of prepare for things like that. But
Listen, I don't know how you go out here and work your ass off driving a truck up and down the highway. You know, keep that thing between the mayo and the mustard, and do not see a paycheck in 3 weeks. That is, I may haul cheap freight, but there's never been a time I went out there and was working and didn't receive a settlement. Like, come on now, that shit is outrageous.
the average guy who's trying to take care of a family, that's detrimental. Okay, there's no sense. And see, you can't. It's hard to explain to your wife and kid, right? Daddy, you've been at work for a month, but we have no money. Explaining that to your wife is like hard. And see, a lot of these companies don't care about that. And really logically, it doesn't make sense. Hey, honey, you've been gone for a month and you don't have a paycheck because of what? You've been running loads, and it becomes more stress and more static in your house. You know what I mean? And you just don't want that. So listen, what you need to do is the blueprint, Rich's blueprint. Okay, just be a company driver, y'all. The market is not that good to where you can do lease purchasing. Lease guys out here are making probably between 1,100 and 1,500 bucks a week. Okay, that's all. That's company wages. That's company driver wages. Okay, um, and I'll tell you this: when the market was great, 3,000 plus a week. Okay, but the market is still bad, and it looks like it's going to get worse. I hear your boy Donald Trump is on here talking about more tariffs, more this and more that. So, guys, listen, it ain't a good time to get into lease purchasing. Okay, unfortunately, we scream more revenue, and the companies, the mega corporations, scream more revenue. And guess who wins? The mega companies do, because they control everything. Okay, they control your paycheck. It makes no sense where you can run and they can control how much money you make. Okay, so it's listen, folks, take my advice. Okay, for you new guys who watch my channel, um, So back to what I was talking about. That's why I get on here, and it shocks me because when I read the comments, right, guys are like, "Rich, you can't manage your money right." It has nothing to do with that. Okay, I want to get paid for everything I do, and if I get a little extra, then give me a little extra because you never know what will happen next week. A truck driver is only good as a day. That's it. Every day you're good because tomorrow you can have a catastrophic breakdown. And then the next thing you know, that push through load that you were supposed to get is the difference between you being evicted or having at least a month grace period to get back on your feet. Okay. So that's why you want them to push loads through. And when the company, so my company decided not to do that, and I can tell the difference right away. I mean, this week's paycheck was small, you know. Now, granted, I'm taking a couple of days off of work, so next week's trucking number is covered. But then I go back to work, and hopefully the week after I get a paycheck. Hopefully, I mean I don't like to get
Hopefully, get a paycheck is insane. Y'all
But
out here working and hoping to get paid for what? Like that, like, and I guess he just keeping it funky, like hoping to get a paycheck, and you out here working is crazy, like, and I just, I just don't see the sense in it to drive. So that's like a nigga going to get a super fancy car, but ain't got no food in his house. So you got this super fancy car, the super fancy spaceship, but you ain't got enough money to eat or enough money to put gas in it or some shit like that. Shit, man, fuck that new piece of shit. I ain't even trying to hear that shit.
against
Tricky O.
it's getting to
What's up, KB? What up? What up?
Oh, nothing, man. I ain't mean to interrupt. I just want to see if you can hear me, man. Go ahead with the video.
Yeah, I hear you. Good, good.
I'll comment in a minute. All
All
right.
right, come on.
a point where being the owner operator now just isn't going to work. It just isn't going to work. If you guys are making good money now, always get one guy on here. He says, "Rich, I gross 500. I gross 5,000 this week with USA," which sounds crazy to me because I pull USA's freight, and I'm like, okay, if you say so. But
Every month, this Airbnb pays me in semi-passive income. Now, here's the thing: I don't own it, and
right now, it's just bad. And see what's happening also is companies are taking advantage of lease purchase guys now. And I'm gonna tell you the way they're doing it. And I'll talk about my company. I didn't name my company, but I will probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I will. All right. I'm not going to name them now because I'll give you guys a whole spill about the good, bad, and the ugly. Okay. But um, what they're doing is essentially double brokering. Okay. My company's doing. Everybody does it. It is a standard lease. It's a standard practice in business and trucking. I don't like it. Okay, because essentially what they're doing is splitting the pot in too many hands. So I'll give you an example. It just happened to me. I was picking up a load out of Florida, and it was a Walmart load. Now Walmart came out with a load board, okay, and what that means is they have gave access to mega carriers with a load board, okay. The load board basically has what the rate's going to pay. There's no if ands and negotiating about it. This is what it's going to pay. What mega corporations are doing is they're grabbing the load, right? But then they're brokering it out to other carriers. And that just happened to me this week. I picked up a load out of Jacksonville, Florida, and there was a confusion in the pickup time. So I called my company thinking that they can work it out. Like, hey, listen, they're telling me that this load is to pick up to tomorrow and whatever, whatever. Oh, okay. Well, we brokered that load. From who? Next thing I know, I get a call from Tribe Express, and then I get a call from USA Express. And I'm like, so basically, what happened was USA Express has a contract with Walmart. I don't know if you guys see that, but they have, like, if you go into any Walmart distribution center, you can see a whole bunch of trucks. Sometimes it's Swift, sometimes it's USA Express, sometimes it's CR England. I mean, you just see a whole bunch of trucks sitting inside the DC. So what they're doing, right, is they're brokering the loads out. They're taking a percentage, and then they're passing it on to Tribe Express. Tribe Express is taking a percentage, and then they pass it on to another company, and then that company's taking their percentage. So the percentage could be 10, 15% a piece. Do you understand? And then they're passing the buck down the line, and then they give it to me, after they done screw this thing 3 or 4 times. So basically, we're having a menage a trois on the fucking rate time, okay? And I'm getting left with the sloppy thirds, okay? Nasty shit. And I'm sitting there looking at this. I'm like, oh, this is what they're doing. So basically, the load paid me only $1,000, right? But truth is, that load probably paid $2,000, and I got screwed with no Vaseline. Okay, and I'm the one doing the labor. I'm the one picking the load up and taking it to where it needs to go. But see, that's what's going on right now in this industry. It is dirty and it's fucked up. They're doing it. You know what I mean? So what I'm telling you this, right, is that lease purchasing right now is just an awful ideal for anybody to get into it. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I hope you listen and hope you pay attention and respect what I say. You know, it's bad. So the blueprint, get your experience, learn how to drive a truck, drive the country on somebody else's dime. Okay. When the truck breaks down, they put you in the hotel. They still pay you because the law says they got to still pay you. You know, take this time just to minimize your lifestyle. Okay, minimize your lifestyle and go over the road for 2 years, get some experience, and then try to get on with Walmart. Try to get on with Publix. Try to get on with who else out here? ABF or one of the LTL companies. You know, places that are going to treat you right and pay you right. Okay, then if being an owner operator just in the year 2025, it just ain't it. I hate to say this, right? And
But are they true owner operators? Now sometimes it's true for me. I don't know, but being an owner operator and being a lease operator is different. But they try to lump the two. I think it's the difference between having a weekly note, a monthly note, and no note at all. You know what I'm saying? So calling yourself owner operator, you know what I'm saying? You're a lease operator. You're an independent contractor. I don't know if you're owner op. If you ain't, I mean, I guess they call themselves owner ops. I guess if they putting money down for these trucks or whatever, but I just don't like that notion.
you guys tell me if you agree. You agree with what I'm about to say. But I think trucking is starting to become a dead industry. I think it's starting to die, and we're witnessing the death of trucking. Okay, and the reason I say that is that unfortunately, between the years of 2015 and maybe 2021 or 22, too many fucking people got into trucking, and that's just the truth. And you know whose fault it is? Richie Riches.
Definitely all your favorite YouTubers saying how the market's hot and everybody trying to strike while the iron's hot, or they lost their job and job gave them, $5,000 to $10,000 severance pay. Shit, trucking school $5,000. Shit, why not? Shit, I can't tell them why not. They tried to make a way. For those who thought, you know, this is gonna be their saving grace.
Yo, Trick.
Yo,
Yo, I just want to say real quick, you made a good point. They need to stop classifying, like you say, lease drivers and owner ops in the same category because it's totally not. Lease operator, yeah, they got the responsibilities sort of like an owner op, but you're not an owner operator. Y'all don't have the fixed costs. Y'all don't have all the bullshit that comes with a lease as a true owner operator. You know what I mean? Y'all have a cash truck. Y'all just have y'all fuel and maintenance and whatever else. You know what I mean? That's it. And insurance or whatever for your authority. But lease operator, we got 10 times more of costs with these companies that they give us, Trick. You know what I mean? So I don't know why people be confusing that. Like, oh, I'm on. No, you're not. You don't own that truck yet. Especially if you lease it through a company where they're in control. You don't own shit. You probably won't
Yeah,
own it.
you can't. Yeah, you can't move that truck where you want to. You know, you're a lease operator stuck to 'em.
What my man used to say, glorified company driver. That's all you are.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
You know, but I understand from the part of if you make it 900, and then goddamn they tell you gonna make 1800 or 1500. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Who don't want to goddamn up you know what I'm saying, up they pay, especially got a family to take care of. Shit, I see a lot of us done paid our dues when we first came into it. It definitely was hard. Good shit. If you don't know, they definitely gonna try to goddamn take advantage.
And
Yeah,
that's the rules, Trickio. That you most of these companies promoting that lease shit soon you get there. Like you start company driving for a few months. Hey man, you want to jump into our lease? You know, you can start making this and that and that, and that, the third, and then they suck you in, Trick, and then of course they're gonna feed you at first. They're gonna make it look good, Trick. The first couple months, oh man, they're gonna give you all kind of loads. You're gonna be making money. You're gonna think this the best thing smoking out here is leasing this truck. All of a sudden after that, their true colors come out. Most I ain't gonna say all companies, but most of them are mimic the same Trick. They're gonna start cutting the load. You ain't gonna see the shit like you was, and then here come the maintenance. Your first repair. Oh man, if you ain't got that maintenance count up, or it takes all your maintenance out, that's it. You screwed after that. And then daddy only gonna help you but so much, meaning the company gonna front you a little bit of dough. But once they get that maintenance count, like he said at the beginning, Trick, and the negative, oh, they got you. Now you work for them. Now you running out here 4 or 5 weeks, months without a paycheck, dog. And I know from experience, man, it sucks, Trick. I know you saying, how could you do that? Or why would a motherfucker be out here working? But I got sucked into a Trick. Motherfucker, you just think, oh man, I can get out of this, man. No, you won't. You're in a never ending hole that you ain't gonna never dig yourself out of in most of these companies, man. Go ahead, bud.
yeah.
Shit crazy, bro.
Richie Riches and any other YouTuber or any other owner operator on here. Unfortunately, truck drivers like to run their mouths. We talk too much, and people were listening. Not just American people, Pakistanis, Afghanis, Indian, Punjabis. I had a guy on here from Australia. I looked at my algorithms to say I had listeners in Australia. They all listened, and what they do, they flooded the country and flooded the market. And look at it now. Look how bad it's bad. We thought that electing Trump would make it better, and it really didn't. It's still awful. Okay, so fellas, I don't know. We are in the last days of owner operators. That independent guy who
Baby on board and behind the wheel. More drivers mean more savings. Elephant's multi-car.
here me and my boy were just talking about this, right? And we're talking about Prime. I hate to talk about Prime, but it's just an example because we both came from there. Okay, he spent 5 years there, and I spent 5 or 6 years there too, working the system. But we were saying to ourselves, I wonder if we could duplicate what Robert Lowe did. Do you know what I mean? If we could actually get one truck and build a contract off of that, and another contract and build another truck, and before you know it, become a mega carrier ourselves. And you know what the truth is? At this time, no. I don't think anybody could do it. If you guys disagree with me, put it your comments in the comment section. But I just don't believe that you can. And I'm gonna say multiple reasons why. One, the mega carriers done sucked up all the business. Okay, they did. They sucked up all the business. Number two, you have too many truck drivers out here, and it's too easy to drive these trucks. Okay, when trucking used to be hard to get into, where you had to go away to school for 3 weeks and then become an apprentice for a couple weeks, and then drive a manual truck. The automatic truck literally helped a lot of people become truck drivers now, because there were people who could not drive a manual truck for shit, and they were washing out of truck school. Okay, not to mention banks are not giving loans for trucks anymore. Okay, I don't know any banks now that would give you a loan to go buy a truck. It's considered a high risk bet, and most people who went to get loans in trucks, they defaulted. Okay, with extremely, you know, it tells you how bad YouTube and us truckers did the industry. Okay, myself included, because you had motherfuckers out here buying brand new Peterbilts for $321,000. Oh yeah, you thought I forgot about that, huh? And I hope you guys didn't forget about that. You know how short our memory is. Okay, but they were buying trucks for $300,000. Now, what do you think happened when the industry tanked and then when it's tanking? They defaulted on those loans. They defaulted on all that equipment. Not to mention Peterbilt, Freightliner, and Kenworth International were tossing a whole bunch of junk out here. Okay, they weren't putting the tender love and care into really crafting these machines like they used to. You know, you should be able to run a Freightliner, a Peterbilt, and a Kenworth for up to almost over 1,000,000 miles before you need any kind of major work done to it. Okay, but now 300, 400,000 miles, trucks are falling apart. Okay, and they're screwing the driver. So, you know, me and him were talking about that, and honestly, I don't think that you can right now. I don't think there's a situation where you could start from one truck and build a mega carrier institution right now. Not to mention the fuel prices and the corporate greed in that, how they're marking up fuel prices 40, 50%. Okay. And not giving the little guy a discount. There's no way you could do it now. And if you are doing it, I'm shocked. I hope you become the next mega carrier. But I don't see it. Okay. Now when you got Swift out here buying all kinds of mom and pop companies, and then you got mom and pop companies literally closing down, selling to Swift and USA Express and all those carriers. They're selling, and they're buying them at a premium, and there's, it's a lot of shit going on in this industry that I'm telling you guys, we are witnessing the death of trucking, literally. I mean, what was it? Smith Transportation up there in Pennsylvania. They used to be a family-owned operation. Davis Transportation used to be a family-owned operation, and these were pretty decent companies. I remember talking to drivers there that were very happy and was there for a very long time. But Swift bought them out, and what's Swift doing? They just bought them out for the contracts, and then they're giving cheap freight away. Dollar 15 a mile, dollar dollar this a mile. When it's just bullshit. So I don't know, guys, but listen, I'm home trying to take a spill. I'm working on some things. You know, what I was saying earlier, I really meant I had $8,000 in my mains account. Now I have negative $400 in there. And I was literally robbed butt naked within like 3 days. Plus, I still had to pay for the hotel room and the food and stuff like that. So, what I'm saying is, leasing a truck right now just isn't a good idea, y'all. You know, um, lease operators individually should be bringing home well over $8,000 a month. And you know what? It is not happening. It ain't. Nobody's doing that right now. If they're doing it, they're lying. Either you own your equipment outright where you don't have a payment, or if you have a lease payment.
So is our fellow comedian Big Boy telling a tale? Did he put them settlements up? Huh? Huh?
There's no way you're doing that right now. There's no way. You're struggling. And I encourage you guys, get out that truck and go find a company a job near your home. Okay? Be done with that. Because right now, those carriers are so tone deaf, they're not even giving people opportunities to make money. They don't care. They just want you to pay that lease payment. Okay?
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
But I just wouldn't do it. I was shocked, right? Eric from Driver Lineup, he actually said, wow, the lease is $1,600 a week. I don't know how people are doing it. And you know what? That was the first piece of truth I ever heard out of his mouth. And I'm not criticizing that guy. Okay. I do listen to his channel all the time. But what I'm saying is you hear somebody being honest, for once. And that's one thing that a lot of truck drivers don't really do out here on this social media. We don't be honest with each other. We tell each other some inflated bullshit. Okay. And it ends up screwing the average person. Okay. Look, a lot of guys drive trucks just to take care of family. Now, if you was a single man or a woman and you don't care, then different story. But it sucks being out there, going away from home and not bringing in a paycheck. That is horrible. That's worse than slavery to me. That is. Because at least in slavery, they fed you and they clothed you and they housed you. Unfortunately, in these terms, they don't do that. Okay? You can literally you can lose everything behind this damn truck and stuff. So, guys, please be smart. Like I said, the next couple weeks, I got some major news. Hopefully, I want to talk about it. I'm gonna take some time for myself in the next couple of days. I got a little plan to do something. I'll make a video about that. But
Mm. But yet and still, he's telling, well, doing the dead thing. Do as I say, not as I do, because he's still leasing and going back to work. You know what I mean? And shit, I see, what I'm saying? Checkmate's favorite YouTuber made it back to work. Caught a little, I caught a little glimpse of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You know what I'm saying? He not in the airport. He back in the motherfucking saddle. But I don't know. It's an option for truck drivers, and I just think shit. We're finally goddamn getting hip and telling people hell no. That ain't the shit. We done got these bills, and we know what's going on out this motherfucker. I mean, shit. Listen, when your wife and your kids don't have the things you need, shit, that should have goddamn fuck. That should have make you goddamn crash out. I know when I can't provide for miles or you know what I'm saying, like shit, that makes shit make me feel some type of way. Especially especially if he say like he said, like I'm going a month and I ain't got no money. Shit. It's enough to make goddamn turn their fucking back on you.
That's facts, Trick. It's people you'll lose your whole family over this shit out here trying to lease a truck sometime. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy work, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, I fell for the okey doke, you know what I mean? Didn't do my proper research and didn't prepare myself. And you know what I mean? And that's why I say, people, if you want to try to get a truck, you got to really sit down and think about what is this worth to me? You know, what I got going on at home, how my home life like, what my bills are like. You need to make sure your overhead is low. You got all that in order. And then have you some ducks in the game, meaning have you some saved up, a little nest egg. I say at least 5 to 10 minimum. Even if you're buying a cash or have some on the back end, because that truck's gonna break, you know, or if you buying a cash truck, you got to go through that truck, and that's what a lot of drivers don't do. They just jump into these vehicles, Trick, and think everything's gonna be gravy on the other side. Oh man, I'm gonna make all this money and all that, ain't knowing that hey man, that motherfucker gonna break. It's not when it's gonna break. I mean, not if it's gonna break, it's when. That shit's gonna go down. And like he said, Richie Rich is right. These newer trucks, all this shoe shine is pretty much go down after about 450 to 550 k miles. Trick, that's when these things
Yeah.
start really messing up, man. Everything go wrong, especially with these freight liners. The radiators start going out, depth system knocks. You looking at all kinds of shit just back to back to back. Trust me, I know. I've been through it, man, with two freight liners, a 19 and a 15. So yeah, you just got to do your research. And like I said, I ain't saying leasing is bad or don't do it, but get you the right outfit, find you the right company, and like you said, I look at it like the C Green situation. Be able to move that truck where you want to. Don't let that company control you. If you're going to lease, get into something like that where you can take a SFI truck or a Lone Mountain truck and be able to move that truck from place to place if you need to be. That's it. That's all I got. What up, Mario? Man, they holler at you in a minute. What up, Mario?
What's going on, dude?
I can't
What's
call it,
going
brother.
on?
Go
What's
ahead.
going on?
I was just gonna interject a little bit.
Good.
All Richie Rich did was prove the earlier point I was trying to make a couple lives ago. Invest in your endorsements, even if you don't want hazmat. At the bare minimum, get your tanker endorsement. Get out the general freight rat race.
Facts, Mario. You exactly right, brother, man. I got my hazmat. I'm working on my tankers and going there to get the doubles too. Might as well, cause that's another thing you just mentioned, Mario. I was going to say too. Everybody also want to get into these leases, but they want to stay and drive in, or even stay in the same division. You got to move around. You got to go to where it's profitable at. You trying to pay off that truck? Don't stay in some area where it's saturated, especially drive in. That's the worst thing I think you could lease in because there's so many drivers out here you fighting for. Once you get on them load boards and stuff, you're in competition with 100 million drivers out here trying to lease a truck and make payments on that board. You need to, like you said, Mario, try to get in something specialized. I'm glad you made that point, Mario. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and also I was gonna say, even if like with what you saying, whether it's reefer or whether it's dry van, you still need some type of endorsement because while everybody is at Walmart and Target and all these other big box and grocery warehouses, you could be moving non-hazardous liquids in IBC totes. All you need is your tanker endorsement.
Mm,
That specialized shit, and it pays way more than some frozen muffins
mm.
or 40,000 pounds of SpaghettiOs.
Right, Mario. Yep. That's what I'm on now, brother. That's what I'm looking at too, man. Stop hauling this bullshit and get into something that's really paying, the commodity that's paying, man. That was a lot of drivers don't even pay attention to that, Mario. They don't even know what they hauling back there. They just taking whatever because they see the price on the load board or something. Learn your commodity, learn what's going out here, what's paying too, man. I'm learning that too, brother. I know probably should have been learning maybe 3, 4 years ago, but hey, it's never too late now, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
so I
yeah.
keep having to tell myself this shit ain't a sprint, it's a marathon. My thing
Mm-mm.
is also I look at it like, and I guess I'm looking at it kind of pragmatic. Like he's telling all of this, but with all that knowledge, he's still leasing a truck. So the only
Mm.
difference to me, the only difference between him and this, no disrespect, I say this with love. The only difference between him and somebody else, he's putting the condom and the lube on for him.
Mm. Yeah, you can't sit up there and try to preach and you know what I mean and complain about it, but you still in it. You right. You got to make a different choice or something, man. You know what I mean? Like you said, he got the knowledge. I just now sub to him and start checking him out through Trickio playing the video. But yeah, Mario, yeah, he got to make some changes, man. So
That's the equivalent of me preaching chastity and virginity, only to be turned around and find out I got a steady stream of hookers that I deal with.
yeah,
Hell, they got tanker outfits right now that if you have a truck, they're paying mileage instead of percentage. $2 a mile empty and $1.50 something plus fuel surcharge.
No sound.
Or if you got your tanker endorsement, hell, you can go haul food grade tanker.
Yeah, it's
yep,
definitely it's definitely options out there to what you want to do if you do want to own something. But I'm telling you, as an owner of multiple trucks, for some people, it ain't all it's cracked up to be. It ain't gonna be all it's cracked up to be. Shit, shit. If once I'm done with these trucks, oh, I'm done. I just want to drive a truck and go home. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to worry about on my day off. I got to take it to the shop and all that shit. And
got to be
hell no,
wrenching on the
I
truck
just
with Trickio. Yeah,
yeah,
got to be doing this and
I
that.
just want to
Yeah.
go in tell the manager, hey, something wrong with that motherfucker. I see you Monday. I see you Monday. Oh goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
I
That's
definitely
it. You know
feel
what I'm
that.
saying? So but they said once you get the freedom, you might not go back. But shit, if I could do it once, I could do it again. But just keep that money to the side. But you know what I'm saying? But it works for some people that don't. Like yeah, like if you want to cut out everybody, you want to be an independent. Well, yeah, take that road, climb them steps. But everything else, fuck this shit. Free
But
registration.
yeah, it definitely got to have the resource. Definitely it's a whole different ball game. Got to have that mindset. You want to be on a, you got to look at every aspect across the board. If you really want to do this shit, you know what I mean. So, but like Mario was saying, man, I'm definitely looking into that division change, man. It's been long overdue, my brother. It's just time, you know what I mean? Swinging doors, bumping dogs, cool, but you know what I mean? It's time to just branch out. You get a CDL, it's so much you can do with it, but a lot of us stay stuck or get content just staying in one spot, you know what I mean? No, hey, you got all these endorsements. You can do different shit, you know what I mean? Just go out there, try it. And if you fail, fall down, so what? Go back to what you're doing or get up and try it again, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm on, man. I'm like, look
For
here, you know
sure.
what I mean? You're gonna
Even in
fall out here. You're
flatbed,
gonna yeah. Go ahead.
even in
Yeah, go ahead,
flatbed,
Mario. Mhm.
you got damn, don't run into them folk. But even in flatbed, no matter what, just remember one thing in flatbed: track holes pay more than shingles. Finished equipment pays more than raw materials.
Mm. Yep.
There you
See,
go.
that's keys to the game. Stuff that you need to know. You don't know. Like I said, the commodity hauling or what pays. You just grabbing everything because it says this or that or this. What I see other people doing. Yeah, we got to learn that. Yeah.
Hmm. You gotta know. If you don't know, you
Yeah.
don't know.
Then you another thing is you got to learn. Y'all, the people really need to learn their lanes. You ain't got to run all over
Facts.
everywhere.
That's a true fact, Mario. Yeah, running back and forth east to west. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But you're right. You get you a little triangle. That's what I was told by old school. Where find you a little triangle in your area, run that motherfucker. You know, and then if it dries up, you know, find a new. You know, stretch out a little bit, but try to get back into that circle, that square or whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of that.
Hmm.
Sometimes you bouncing all over the place. Oh,
Yep,
this low
just like
paying
I
this.
was,
I'm gonna go out here, and now you're in the dry zone, dead zone. Yeah, go ahead.
just like a couple days ago, last live I guess, I named like two different triangles. You just have to determine how big you want your triangle to be. One of my main triangles was I get load, take a load some frozen stuff out of Domino's in Marietta, Georgia. I take it down to the coast to Ponchatoula, Louisiana, and I'll stick around that area and get some paint lacquer, the latex. I'm taking that up to Pennsylvania. I forgot the name of the city, but about 30 miles down the road, I either get mushrooms or I'll get some berries or any other kind of produce out of Manfredi, and I'm coming right back down to the southeast with it. The mushrooms came out of Tough Kenneman.
There you go.
Mm.
Yeah, I need that info. Rewind it back. Boy, here dropping them
Yep.
gems.
And then you got some back all coming out of coming out of there, going back into the same region where you got the mushrooms from. That's it, Mark. Yeah, that's it. Try to stay in that joint, eat it up while it's hot. Yeah. It took me a while when I was doing it, Mario. It took me a minute to get in a good lane, and then I got one, and then get that messed up, and then like I said, the race just went down, and the drive end of it, that shit got crazy right after COVID. Like, what I mean, it wasn't making nothing out. They were trying to pay you 80 cents to go some fucking where less than a dollar, something low. I'm like, hell no, hell to the no, 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 man, can't do this. They try to keep up with maintenance on the truck. I got a truck that keep breaking it, breaking it, break. You know how I be, Bar, when that black truck blew up on me in Colorado. I don't know if you follow. Well, I've been following you. We've been talking for a while, years, Mario. But back when, yeah, that damn truck blew up in Colorado, the black one I had, man, I was like, man, you know what?
Oh,
And
I
then,
remember you now.
yeah, yeah,
I was
KB, this
wondering what the
KB,
hell happened to
yeah,
you because I never see you on any of Shapes Live anymore.
yeah. No, I was just, man, I'm just out the loop, man. Sometimes you got to recharge and everything, man. You just got to clear the noise, Mario. Get yourself together, man. That's all, man. I've been in the background, just get myself together, brother. But I've been around, but yeah, that motherfucker went down, and then I sat in that hotel for that week, and they kept, giving me these deals. Like, hey, man, well, you want to get into another truck? And I probably should have said no, Mario, but I was like, well, I'm already in it to win. I was like, I guess so. Let's see what this 19 to do. It's a little bit newer. Maybe this one will be all right. It has a little bit warranty on it. Maybe this will be better. Then that red truck started doing the same shit, Mario. When it got to 490, 500,000 miles, same thing. Radiator went out. Water pump. Death system started messing up. So I was like, man, Jesus Christ, I can't do this no
That's what
more.
happened to me when I bought my 14. It just kept nickeling. All the big stuff happened, and I was like, that ate me up. Then I kept getting that mother just kept nickel and diming. Kept
Yep.
nickel and diming me.
Hmm.
Like, God damn.
Like I said, that one box alone for most people about 15 stacks. Like, who got that, man? That shit,
Well,
what I mean?
shit,
It
this the
just, man.
wonderful thing about that. You ain't got to worry about that one box no more.
Why is that?
If what I heard is true, I
I
Oh,
gotta
know you
the
go
talking
mission
about
get
thing
that
they
back
trying
Dom.
to
research.
pass.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Said it
They
ain't
trying
no
to get
more
rid of all that.
emissions.
I hope they do, man. Cause that's what's killing these trucks, y'all. This damn after treatment, is all that shit. That's what's making this shit bad. These trucks will go a million miles, even with the DD mode, all this new shit. But no, they put all that after treatment system on here, and is fucking basically suffocating the motor, putting all that soot and shit right back in the motor. That's why stuff ain't lasting no more, man. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of diesel knowledge too, and that's what's caused these trucks to go down. That damn fucking DEF system, man. I'm telling you. And they
Like
say
trying to
don't
breathe
idle the
through
truck and
stuff.
all of that. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, that, that's another money. That's another money pit.
You
Hmm.
putting more in the depth system than the engine now, Trick, on these new trucks, these new shoe shots. You know what I mean? Shit crazy, man. Oh man. But let's go with knowledge and research, man. Well, I'm glad everybody around you brother listen to y'all getting this feeding it in like a sponge, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but shit, listen, just got the listen. We all, but it's still gonna be folks out there, and I can't say that they ain't right. That's gonna feel like shit. They somebody won't doing what I was doing. They ain't gonna do it how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely, Trick. They're gonna go out there and test the waters and think they can do it better, or their situation might work out better. And 9 out of 10,
And then we
sometime it
gonna have
might
to sit in them
happen.
tissues. Yeah, it may
Yeah.
happen. You know,
But we're just putting it
I,
out there so the folks know, like, hey, this my experience, this what happened to me.
yeah, listen,
Hey, just so you know.
there's a better way. Yeah,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
is a better way. And if you can't do it that way, shit, just make your money. Shit, just make your money. Make your
Exactly.
fucking money. Being on operator ain't all it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? You take on a lot of responsibility when you don't have to. You can just live your life. Shit, I be in my truck. You hear a noise you ain't never heard before. You like, oh shit, oh shit. I remember I went up a back road mountain. Goddamn, I had to get off the line because I was struggling up this mountain. I'm talking about this mountain got switchbacks. I'm going to Harrisonburg. I'm
Mm.
in the goddamn state park. So I get to I make it to the top of the mountain because your boy do what it do. I make it to the top of the mountain. I start hearing the ticket noise. I'm like, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god, this can't be my motor about to go, and I'm miles and miles away from home. Shit, whole
Mm.
time.
Mm.
And I'm talking about just a steady ticking. Whole time, just my starter was goddamn loose. The screw was loose on my damn starter. But boy, that you hear that little ticking,
Mm.
I'm scared of the motherfucker. I'm like, man, what the fuck am I gonna do?
I
You
imagine
start
you
hearing
would,
them
Trigger.
noises and
That's a
shit.
scary thought. Yeah, feeling.
Yeah, shit, scary thought, but you know what I'm saying? Like, listen,
Like that.
there's all types of shit out here.
He was trying to get. You got to get a tow truck, get that thing towed all the way back to Virginia. That shit crazy, man. That shit right there
Shit
gonna
crazy.
catch your pockets.
You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? They can just imagine, you know what I'm saying, what the bill gonna be, or shit, I'm just done for. I got to go get another truck. Scrap that bitch, sell whatever parts I can off it, or sell it to somebody who may want it, and move on. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So yeah. But shit, like I said, it's just a cautionary tale. You know what I'm saying? For for the new guys that you know what I'm saying may be watching. You know what I'm saying? As we seen, we got you know what I'm saying our Canadian fellow that got up here. You know what I'm saying we more advanced. So just hey, we just telling you what to stay away from. You know what I mean? Cause shit, if I didn't run into like HT and shit to show me a better way to do with my cash, I definitely was gonna go out. Now I was gonna go out and finance a truck, put 10,000 down, and have a monthly note and all that shit. But then I just look, why not put another 5,000 to it or whatever, and buy you a truck outright, and you ain't gotta make no payments. Or I found a truck. Well, I paid $5,000 cash, and that truck gave me 3 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Yeah, we got a good lick with that one. Like I said, sometimes it's the luck of the draw trick. You know what I mean?
it's that it's that nah, that's
Like,
not that's
yeah.
it's definitely the luck of the draw. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here and act like you definitely gotta have a little bit of luck on your side. You know what I'm saying? But we was
Yep, I say
watching.
faith and luck, yeah, because sometimes that equipment can last you, then you get equipment that motherfucker just a rag doll, man. It's gonna eat you up. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. It's all the luck of the draw, man. And I tell you, shit. When I bought that truck from shit. They weren't maintaining their equipment or none of that shit. I just lucked up.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
I wanted to see. I definitely wanted to see that truck break 1,000,000 miles. It was there showing its way. Now maybe I should have kept it, but and goddamn fix it up and did it. You know what I'm saying? Kept it, but shit, man, I was just done with the whole Volvo thing, and which I'm glad you know what I'm saying. So it is what it is. It's gone now. Would I buy another Volvo? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? If I was
Mm-hmm.
buying more truck, but it definitely be a D12. I definitely wouldn't buy no D13. Fuck no to a D16. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, listen, before that, try to get before that EGR. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to ask you that trick. What was the difference between the D12 and 13s and stuff?
Oh, most the
Oh,
deaf
okay,
system and EGR and all that shit. Now I never had I broke an EGR pipe and shit, but that you know what I'm saying. That was about the only extent the problem I had with my EGR or whatever. But my truck definitely came with its sense of problems. Y'all didn't, you know what I'm saying, heard me tell you, you know what I'm saying? And my shit fuck around and cut off on me and sometimes it'd cut off on me and all that shit. But I was an OTR with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going a
yeah,
certain amount of miles and I'm coming back. Most of the time I'm in my safety zone. You know what I'm saying? And my safety zone is no more than 3 hours away. I get shit
got
done.
you. Yeah, what about two,
I,
almost 300 miles?
hmm
Got you.
That's my little sweet spot. Go out 3 hours, come right on back. I do the 4 and a half sometimes, but shit, that bitch got to be paying. And most of the time, that consistent out there, that shit ain't really paying. But if you got a 24-hour shift, oh, I'm out there. I do the 4 and a half hours. Cause shit, and I don't like getting up early in the morning. Most of these places that's 4 and a half hours away, shit, they like to close at goddamn 3 4 o'clock. Shit, I like to get up around 8 9 o'clock and hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
I
then I
hear,
still
I hear
gotta
you.
go to the port, still gotta fuel up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we filling up day for day around here. Cause we ain't no sense in filling up and it might not be no work tomorrow. Shit, that's money I wasted. You know what I'm saying? So we filling
Shit,
up for
just sitting
day.
in the tank.
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing
Man,
none
I
of
feel
that.
you,
I
Trick.
heard I heard another fellow say, and which I might try, you burn less fuel from full to half tank than half tank to empty. So we might get ourselves to a half tank and try to see how that works. Not going below a half a tank, but still, shit. That filling up goddamn beginning of the week. You fill up. Look, I done made that mistake a couple of times filling up at the beginning of the week, and it's like, huh? We ain't got shit going on,
Yeah,
man. What
it's
the
a whole
fuck?
it takes more effort to pull that from the bottom to pull it the way it has to pull it out the tank. That's why you burn more em- from half to empty than
Okay, yeah. Well, they go to science to it. Yeah, and bro, that's the jackpot right there. Silence, comfort zone matters when you goddamn fund your own repairs. Cause shit, what I had happen down in North Carolina. I think one of my manifold pipe, my air intake. I think my air intake pipe blew off to the turbo, so I won't get, you know what I'm saying, no kind of boost to the turbo. You know what I'm saying? Had to went to the dealership. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I got somebody to come in here to goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Run this from me. I asked him like, shit, I ain't trying to come in here. Y'all got somebody more mechanic y'all know to come here like they can do it. Shit, he came right out to the dealership, threw that bitch on. Now the bitch, now I bought new hardware. The bitch took my hardware, but he got me back on the road. But I like to call to cuss his ass out for goddamn. I buy new hardware, put my new hardware on. Don't try to take that shit with you. Don't put that old hardware up there. I bought new hardware to put new hardware up there. But I was just so happy when I thought about it. I'm like, oh damn, that motherfucker took my damn hardware and put that bitch up there. He out his damn mind. But he came, got the job done. We got back on the road. A little breakdown. I was able to drive into the I think I was loaded when the shit happened. I was able to make it to the customer, deliver, and I was empty. But it was a long road back. It had a couple little grades, not too steep, but shit, it was a long little trip when you ain't got no damn boost. But we made it
Yeah,
get
I'll
the
say
shit,
you
got
running
that
all
shit
motor
done.
now, Trick. Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, you see how
yeah,
much that turbo goddamn matters. But
yeah.
yeah, so yeah, like you said, comfort zone matters when you paying for your own repairs. You know what I'm saying? I still got buddy number locked in. Like, see, that's the difference when you got a Volvo. It's like you pull up into a shop and people like, oh, here come that motherfucker. You put them in the freight line. They're like, oh yeah, we'll wrap you up and take you up out of here. But people eyes roll when you pull up in there with a goddamn Volvo. I'm trying to tell you. But it is what it is, man. You can find somebody.
Hey, paper, what it do, man? Yeah, yeah. I still talk fast, man, but I try to slow it down for the folks.
Yeah, yeah. Don't slow it down for the folks out. You're listening too slow. I'm trying to put.
Yeah,
You trying to give you testimony.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
but
get it
shit.
off the brain before I forget about it. Yeah, go on to the next one. But yeah, what up, paper though, man? What's up, dude? But yeah,
What the hell? Yeah. What the hell was? It was something else I was trying to get to. But yeah, man. We got a goddamn. What was it? So we got ice. Oh, I still got ice water shit up here. See, ice water. That's what HT used to always mention. I never know who the fuck the guy is. The guy
oh, you
was
talking about Ice
fuck.
Water 1815?
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah,
whatever happened to him.
Oh, he's still
shit.
around. Trucking knowledge, yeah,
Oh,
he's still around.
he still make money. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. I got his
I think
page
he
up
called
now.
himself Truckology 101 now. I think he called it
Yeah,
Truckology.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's what
Oh,
he
he
do.
must have
That's
switched because I was subscribed to him and I ain't seen shit from him.
here you go. Truckology 101. You know what I'm saying? That's him.
Yeah, he
I
the
never
one
knew
how
who
I learned
Brother
about
was.
the AI lawnmower. He did a video talking about look at this lawnmower cutting grass by itself. Yeah, he's still around.
And this is 11 months
Mm,
ago. So let's watch this. He said, trucking sucks.
yeah.
I bought another
What you
truck.
want to do is
See, the
save
people that
hundreds when
know what
Liberty
they
Mutual
doing, they
customizes your
buy
car
when the market is
insurance.
low so they
That's
get the
great,
best
but can you ask
deals.
your friend to
But let's
stop
That's
see.
digging into
business,
the
period.
green?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
Let's see
want
who
to
came up
introduce
on.
y'all to the newest member to the fleet. We're going to call her Blue Magic. Yeah, that's right. Got me a day cab to do some work in it. Detroit 60 series. It's been sitting up for a while, so I got to do the regular maintenance to it, get it road ready. Ain't too bad, though. Ain't too bad. Working on the inside now. Working on the inside. Just getting it cleaned up. Getting it how I want it. Making a parts list. I got a couple issues with it. Cab mount is broke. What? Is it broke? Or is the bolts just missing? I don't know. I have to investigate that. Put new cab shocks, new cab airbags. Gonna replace all the brakes, all the drums, all the brake chambers. Gonna replace 3 of the airbags. Gonna replace the brakes on the front too. Like I say, it's been sitting. Some new tires. Of course, we gonna change the fluid, the oil, the differential fluid, all that. One of the airbags bad anyway, so I only need 3 airbags. One of them seemed like they kind of new, so we gonna keep that one. Right now, I'm just working on the Mises. Then got up in here and had a field day. I finally found where their little nest was. The time I was driving it, the smell was killing me. And I gotta figure out why the blower don't work, if I got power to the blower or whatnot. But look at that little meese nest. So this is what the inside of it looked like. The reason I bought it is because it's an extended cab. It was a sleeper, and they put a kit on it. So I got a little room back there. I'm gonna take that seat, and I'm gonna actually move that seat back, so I have more room in there. It already got a PTO on it. My little bucket with my cleaning supplies. I should show y'all that stuff I be using to clean with, man. Y'all know what I'm doing. So just a regular Century dash. I gotta get a speedometer gauge, but it got the mile per hour on the little readout up there. So it's just normal in here. Ain't nothing fancy just yet, but y'all know I'm gonna get it right. So it's a 98 Freightliner, man, with a 12.7 Detroit 60 series. I don't remember. Supposedly the motor was a new motor back in sometime, they say. So the miles on it, I don't even remember what they is. They'll tell you anything when you buy a truck. It run good. That's all I can tell you. And I'm gonna get it together. So I just want to introduce y'all to Blue Magic, man. It's Blue Magic. Yep. New addition to the fleet.
Now I don't know what that brother doing. You know what I'm saying? Be buying day cabs. Now I can say that I run across a day cab. You know what I'm saying? In my field, shit, about $5,000-7,000. I buy that motherfucker, but it definitely got to be a guy going 12.7 on. Got to be the 60. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got to be
Hey,
that
Trick, I think
motherfucking
last thing I
60.
know he was doing hopper bottoms, I believe, grain hauling. I think that's what he's doing.
I know he was helping the cat. Yeah, we watched that video where he was helping a cat that he knew because during the wintertime because he had put him on with a drive and it hadn't worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hold on, he did episode 11 months. Let's see. You say he was grabbing. Hey,
Oh, so you corporate types are rock stars?
Well, that's as
this what
ridiculous as
HT
rock
get taking
stars
off in the
being
wintertime.
corporate types. Workdays here.
HT take off in the wintertime and go to the
They
mother
say never
countries.
say never. I
Let's
say
see what
never
we got.
tell me
Say
what to
about
do.
grabbing the
A
fruit
person will
trucks.
never put you in a position above them. That's never a lie. Always true. You need to be able to move like that.
What the hell?
So I don't want it to move too much because it'll just be moving, making the truck move all type of ways that you towing. But I need it to be able to move. When I get ready to hook it up, I got to be able to get this piece that I got my foot on. I want it up against the frame of the other truck. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all. I done seen a lot of towing videos, and I'm just gonna show y'all. It's a couple different ways that you could tow a truck. I done towed the truck a lot of different ways, and I'm just gonna show you the way that I feel the most comfortable with. And honestly, to be honest with y'all, I probably should move my fifth wheel up some. Not finna do it right now, but ideally you want it the toe dolly a little bit further on your frame, probably up as close as you could get it to this shock bolt right here, just to give you better balance. Cause mine kind of on the end back here. I don't think it's going nowhere, but just for it to be right, we should have moved the fifth wheel up some when we set it on here. Yeah, we should have moved it up, and we probably should have moved that fifth wheel up 2 notches, I'm thinking. But anyway, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that later. We'll go get these trucks, and if it don't feel right when I pick the truck up, I'll set the truck down, move the fifth wheel. Well, actually, I won't move the fifth wheel. I'll set the truck down. Somebody got to help me move the fifth wheel. I don't got no. Yeah, I ain't trying to do all that. Not with the. I wouldn't be able to get it moved with the toe dolly on there anyway. So. Or would I? If I use the truck, if I keep the truck on the ground. Who knows? I ain't finna deal with that today. Hey, I just love it when somebody give me a ratchet strap that's all bound up that I can't even use. When we get to the truck and I get ready to use the ratchet strap, I'm gonna show y'all a simple way that you could stop all this from happening. I don't know why people make ratchet straps really harder than they gotta be overcomplicated. All right, I had to undo 2 ratchet straps, just these little 1-inch scraps, just in case I need them. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all a real simple way when I get ready to use it. But a lot of people get mad because they get bound up. Technically, they don't know what they're doing, but I ain't want to, trip on all that. It is what it is. But Yeah, I'll show you a way. And just let's let you know it's about 80 something degrees out here. Sweating like crazy, messing around with some ratchet scraps that I shouldn't have had to do. But hey, I try to get everything ready before I get to where I'm going, so I can just go there, hook up what I need to hook up, and get up out of there. As a matter of fact, I'm finna run to this store, Farm and Fleet, that I'll be going to buy some stuff, because yesterday I had let my truck sit for so long that I got algae buildup in the tanks, and I ended up having to put this algae eater in there, and I ended up having to change the fuel filter. I'm finna go grab some more. I don't know if they got the good stuff here at Farm and Fleet, but just to be on the safe side,
Am I the only one froze?
My bad. I'm talking like a motherfucker, but I'm mute. Now, how do you know? Now, how do you know when you got algae in your tank? Mario, how anybody know how you tell when you got algae in your tanks? You know what I'm saying? Before you mess something up. And how do you tell if you got algae in your tanks? Because of course I got a truck sitting. I want to know, how do you
Guess
know
you
when you
look
got
down
algae
in
in
it.
your tanks? Yeah, I guess that would be one way. But yeah, but anybody in the chat knows. But yeah, I want to know. Never had that experience, but if I run into it, I would like to know what to do.
I'm gonna go grab some and throw in the tanks, because I got like 3/4 of a tank, but I want it to mix up, and I'm sure I have to change the fuel filter again. Usually it lasts for like 100, 200 miles, depending on how bad the algae is, but I might as well grab some before I get started. That way, in case I gotta change the fuel filter, I feel like I'm already treating the diesel. Like I said, it's pretty hot outside, but just another day in the tow truck driver. I'd rather just, what happens when the fuel filter get clogged up is you lose horsepower. It don't even want to pull a heel, so it don't really want to go past 1500 RPMs. I don't want to have that problem while I'm towing the truck. It's bad enough when you have that problem when you bobtailing. But anyway, I'm gonna go see if they got this stuff at Farm and Fleet, grab some, make sure that I got some extra diesel with me in case I have to pull over and change the fuel filter. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but just in case, I want to be prepared. I was finna get ready to leave, but I thought about it. I'm like, why don't I just go grab this, throw some in the tank now, instead of wishing I had done it, because I thought about it. Hey, just real quick, I'm here. If you got algae, it's two types of things you can buy. You can buy this clear diesel right here made by Power Service. It's like $11 a bottle, treat 100 gallons. But what I like, and I showed y'all in another video, I'm sure I'll put this clip in here, is this BioClean. It's $31 a bottle. It's super concentrated, works really, really well. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna grab 2 bottles of this clear diesel, and once I fill my truck up, like I said, I got about 3/4 now, I'm gonna let it run down to about half. I'm gonna fill it back up, and I'm gonna run a bottle of this. But I'm gonna grab these right now, and I gotta go. All right, this is what I forgot to say about this. This is what I should have put in my truck when I was gonna let it sit up and let it run a little bit. See what it say on there? It's a stabilizer, keeps fuel fresh, removes water and slime to prevent fuel filter failures. And that's what I experienced the other day. If I would have put this in my truck before I let it sit, I wouldn't be having the problems that I had. I know. Y'all like, well, you adding it now? Yeah, I'm just on a hope and a prayer, I guess. We'll see what happens.
Buckle up. Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four is the #1 movie in the world.
All right, I got my ratchet scraps, got some lights, got the light bar, got me some pizza, some trail mix, got me a little couple drinks in my cooler back there. Can't really do too much when you're hungry, so
Pizza and trail mix,
we gonna go and
that's
get
a
this
bad
party
combination
started.
of the day, Cap.
All right, I'm gearing up. Hopefully I get y'all some footage today on how to tow a semi. It's a couple different ways you can do it. I'll just show you the way that I'm comfortable doing it, to each his own. I got these gloves that I like to put on before I put on the regular work gloves, just in case I gotta take off the gloves and do something. My hands, sometimes your hands get dirty, especially your fingernails. And oh yeah, I like to put a little, you can't see that, huh? I like to put a little powder inside these gloves because your hands will tend to sweat a lot with these gloves on. So, you know,
So
throw that
ice
powder
water
in there just to cut
just a
down on it a
goddamn
little
jack
bit.
of all
Now,
trades.
some people might be allergic to latex and can't use them and all that, but hey, I'm not. And that way, don't so much grease and stuff get on my hands. And I just keep boxes of these gloves around. And let me show y'all what I'm working with right now, what I got to tow. All right, so the first truck I'm going to grab is, I think this is a Peterbilt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Peterbilt. And what you're going to see me do is, I'm trying to explain all this because when I get busy working, I might forget to say something. But this wood right here, what you're going to see me do is take this wood and I'm going to place it along this rail right here to give me some more balance and support, because I'm looking at this truck and I don't think I'm going to be able to hook it up the way I normally hook it up because of that this pancake right here. I don't want to mess that up. And so I think I'm going to have to come, I'm not 100% sure when I start hooking it up. I think I'm going to have to run the chain straight down right next to that rim, up underneath there, but right next to that rim. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. Like when I get to hooking it up, sometime I'll make some changes or whatever. But what I like to do is when I first get to the truck, walk around it, look, see if there's anything that I need to tie down before I get to moving it. I think these fairings will be okay. I'm not going to go that fast. Sometime on the Peterbilt, you got to scrap these fairings or else they'll come off. Because it's going to be going against, okay, usually when you're coming down the road, the wind going this way on your fairings, so it's not that big of a problem. But when you towing, the wind is going this way. So that could be a problem. I don't think so with these fairings. I hope not. Anyway, another thing I want to do is I'm going to get it pulled out.
Yeah,
He
that
got
look
this
like a
strapped up for some
Volvo.
reason. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to get this pulled out. And you always, I don't see people emphasize this enough. You always want to check the tire pressure on the truck that you're towing, as well as I'm going to check my tires to make sure I didn't get a flat up here. But you want to have at least 80 PSI in these tires. So once I get it pulled out, once I get it hooked up and pulled out, I'll check the tire pressure and I'll make sure I got at least 80 PSI. If I don't, I will air it up. All right, so we're going to go on and get busy. I'm gonna have to set y'all down somewhere. I don't
Oh,
know
I don't
where.
know.
I
I
don't know
don't look
what's gonna
like
be a good
that.
spot
Don't really look like a
to
goddamn
set y'all
Volvo
so
because
y'all
they
can
got
see
the
what I got going
little
on.
stretch frame.
All right. Hopefully I got y'all recording. Another thing I like to do when I first get to the job, well, if I'm going to
Look like
tow
an
something off the
international from the
highway,
back.
I usually stop or exit a two before.
Shit, look like a Western Star to me or something. Or one of them.
International,
Yeah, one.
one of them 9,000 series.
Yeah.
Use the bathroom. Make sure it's it's terrible if you're doing something and you got to use the bathroom, because then you want to rush and do it and it never really goes right. I tried to record me scrapping this down earlier. Let's see if it moved any. Nope. I didn't get a chance to do it. So hopefully, when I scrap the steering wheel down, I'll be able to show you guys. Hopefully, I don't know how good this body cam gonna turn out, but we'll find out. Then to release these, you just go all the way back to take the tension off, and then you could just roll it. And I like to take them all the way loose. I think that's the best way to do it.
Now, mind
Of
you,
course, since
I
I'm recording, they
ain't
want to
never
act the
told him the
donkey,
truck.
but
I ain't got no mechanical
I like to
incline.
take, why this tripping like that now? Oh, I gotta go this way with it. My bad, because this the side. You always want to take the side with the slack and bring it back through What you got going on here, Chris? I tied that so well, I got confused. So a lot of people don't like taking them apart. I don't mind because I know how to put them back together. I mean, just to show y'all, it's real simple to use a ratchet scrap. Okay, this is this is the side that usually come out, right? Hopefully you can see this. I'm wasting time showing y'all this, but I think it's worth it because a lot of people don't understand how to use a ratchet scrap. What I like to do is turn the ratchet to where I can easily get to it. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this end right here and I'm gonna insert it through right here, this opening, and I want it to come up. I want it to come up and over, right? And it's just that simple. And whatever I'm hooking up to, I'm gonna take all the slack out of it. It's just that easy to use a ratchet scrap. And a lot of people mess up because they'll hook something up like this and they'll have too much of the material coming here and it affects the mechanism up. You don't want to do that. Whatever you're hooking up to, you want to take all the slack out. I'll try to show you when I hook up this piece of wood. If I even get the piece of wood hooked up, I don't know if I'm gonna hook it up just cause. I don't know if I need it or not, but it'll be better if I do. It'll be more stable if I do, but hooking this piece of wood up by yourself sometime it go well, sometime it don't.
So what? He bought the truck or something?
Yeah, that now that I don't know. I don't know. He just towing the truck, making the video. I guess he bought that blue truck.
That
So
ratchet
I don't
actually
know.
loosened
I
up
don't
on
know if
me.
he
I
just
wish I
make.
could tell you why, but I don't know why right now.
Yeah, I
Probably
ain't.
because
We
I
ain't never
rushed to
get
hook
to
it up or
why
something.
he
Who
towing
knows?
the trucks or whatever. Now me who's I'm not mechanically inclined. It's a good video for me, but I don't plan on towing the truck,
Yeah,
but
this ain't no fraud right here, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
anybody who might need to get them tow a truck, it said it ain't that hard. So I find it quite interesting on how he got it done. But it looked like he had a fucking junkyard. A truck junkyard, because all them trucks pushed in the same thing. So I guess it must be something he do. Cause yeah, look like he had a.
I should have put the bungee cord around my neck, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with that reefer trailer.
Trying to think of the best way to do this because I'm by myself. I ain't had to do it by myself in so long. Don't know if I
It's already
remember.
got the hazmat placards on it. If I can get it to have them damn E tracks in it, you in the
Alright,
game.
sure it goes something like this.
You in the game? You in the game and got them E tracks in it?
Yep, because with them E tracks, instead of using them down, I prefer E tracks over
That
load
ain't gonna
bars.
do me too good, is it?
Cause them E tracks they lock into the sidewalls,
Yeah.
so use them
Hey
extra
Mario, is
strong.
the E tracks is like the drive-in where you could use the
That ain't gonna do
lock
me
in
too
straps to
good
the
either,
bars?
is it?
Exactly.
Mm.
Oh, got you.
Alright, bungee cord ain't gonna
They
work how
go,
I thought it was gonna work.
they go another gem for y'all.
But that's
Mario
quite
was just
alright.
dropping them shits back to back
That's what
to
I got
back on the
him
Saturday
for.
afternoon. Nothing wrong with that.
That's what I got him for.
But my man definitely doing the work. That is awesome, man. I'm glad you showing this video, Trick. Like, you know, what I mean, he doing that manually, y'all. Do y'all realize what he doing? He doing that without no hydraulics. He doing with a boom and winch, and you know what I'm saying, the straps and stuff. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I play a partner might be towing trucks. I ain't never seen it like actually done.
Yeah, for some people it's easy to do it that way, so they ain't got to get up under and unhook that daggone dry line.
I got him, folks. Better hook him that
Oh
way.
yeah, definitely towing it
Whoa,
from the
whoa,
back.
whoa.
Yeah, yeah. Like he
Better
said,
hook
long as
him
them
that
steer
way.
tires hold
Let me
up, you
take this
good.
off. You ain't doing nothing, no way. You ain't doing nothing but in the way right now. You ain't helping me not one bit. This is why I miss my dog. If I had my dog with me, wouldn't have this issue. But hey, again, on the ratchet scrap, all you want to do is take as much slack as you can out of it before you start to tighten it up.
Hey, y'all remember that light skinned dude from Friday After Next that was stealing with old girl and they locked
All
him
right,
in
so
the
now I got
guard
it
shack?
held.
That was
I
me.
got it held pretty tight. Let me make sure I can't get nothing else.
Yeah, I
Let
know
my
you're talking
clutch
about
kick
Mario.
in.
That's who
Shit.
Icewater
So
favor
then
to
all I'm
me.
gonna do is start tightening this up now.
Yeah, he do
That's
favor.
all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna draw it right up to the frame, baby. Maybe not.
Oh, my bad. Northeast, what's up, man? I didn't realize he was up here
What is
with
it
us.
hitting on?
Hit a mouse, hit a fly in the damn walls.
Oh. Oh. That's what it's hitting on. Come on, son. Okay, bring it out, son. Bring it out, son. Come on, son.
Light skin too.
All right, there we go. There we go. Now you cooking with grease. I don't care about that airbag. I don't care about that tire. I don't care about none of that.
No, cause you just about to yank that sucker. Yeah, you ain't worried
I
about
don't
that
care
rear end.
about none of that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gotta loosen them up some. Pull back, push all the way out. Gotta loosen them up some. Gotta loosen them up some more. You don't want to loosen them up too much, though. Swear it helped to have somebody with you. There we go. What we hitting on? What we hitting on? Oh, we hitting on a boat down there. That boat. Alright, we got a problem solved. We hitting on a boat. Somebody already crushed the lights. Okay, well, that's good. At least I ain't got to worry about that. So we hitting on that boat right there. So loosen them up a little bit more. Loosen them up a little bit more. Close but no cigar, huh? Close but no cigar. All because
See, he got that Columbia out there towing.
we by ourselves. It's okay though. It's okay. We don't trip. Where that's at? Where that's at? Where that's at? And then we gonna bring this one over here. We gonna bring this over here. We gonna let the ratchet. We gonna let the ratchet scrap do the work. we gonna let the ratchet scrap do the work.
Well, we know he ain't reporting that on the
I'm
Northeast.
hesitant because I don't wanna ratchet it on that piece in case I need to put the chain. I don't wanna put the ratchet up under here, the scrap up under here, in case I need that chain to again, this ratchet, we just gonna take the slack out. It's that easy, folks. Once we get all the slack out, get it nice and tight, then we start ratcheting. But we wanna make sure we back. Yeah. We wanna make sure we back. We wanna make sure we back. Then we gonna drop this side some. There we go. So we off that tire. That's what we want. We want to be off the tire a little bit. Then we want to come up with it. Yes, sir. Just like him. Yes, sir. And that's about the best we gonna get it because there's some boats up under there. We ain't tripping. We ain't tripping at all. You wanna. So now, what we gotta do now is you gotta loosen this up because you're gonna tighten it up. Remember, you always want to take all the slack out of these ratchet straps. That's how you use them till it get tight. Then you ratchet.
I'm sure my
Hey,
flatbed drivers know this, but when
boo boo
regular
number
niggas
one.
don't know that.
I should have went underneath this.
Yeah.
Ah, well, I tell you, boo boo number one. Boo boo number one. Okay. Boo boo number one. That's the first boo boo. Didn't go to the dang mud flap hanger. Boo boo number one.
Overpaying for car insurance? Elephant Insurance may be able to help. Customers who switched save $800.
This mud flap hanger is a problem because I can't ratchet it like that. So I gotta come under. Yeah, I gotta come under. I gotta come under like this. I know y'all like why, but I'll explain why in another video. I ain't finna explain why right now. Okay. Now, it don't only scrap I don't want to get twisted is the heck? Only scrap I don't want to get twisted is this one. This the only one I don't. The one that I'm rolling back up in there, I don't want to get twisted. Pull all the slack out of it, and then just start ratcheting. Cause all I needed to do is stay there so I can get it chained up. What the heck? I locked it. Alright, so we ain't going nowhere. We on that tire, we on that. Bam, we ain't going nowhere. Okay, cool. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get underneath the truck. Well, actually, let me get my chains and stuff out first. That was interesting. Being by yourself sucks. So somebody took the chains that I like to use when I tow, so I'm gonna use one long chain and one short chain. Actually, no, I'm gonna use this one because this truck ain't running no way. So I'm gonna use this chain. The reason I don't want to use this chain is because it got somebody put some bolts in it. I don't know why they did that. I like that chain. And it's another one that I like. Look at this one right here.
I got you free.
Yeah. It's my baby. Hold up. No, that ain't my baby. That chain too short. This must be the one I didn't want to use because it got bolts in it. What the heck? I just told the truck the other day I had all the chains that I like to use. I need a 20-foot chain. What is he looking at? Looking because I don't got the chains that I like to use. Don't know what happened to them. They were, I don't know if they was in there or not, to be honest. Whatever, I ain't got that much time. I still got I got 3 trucks to tow. And I'm sitting here worried about a chain.
3
Chain's
trucks.
a chain, bro.
I wonder how far he told him.
Alright, so what chain am I gonna use? I don't know why this chain got them bolts in it. Do they come off easy?
Probably
They
towing
don't
them
come
back
off
to
easy.
Chicago.
They don't got a hook on both
He talking
ends,
back to
so
Chicago.
I'm not gonna use
I
him.
don't know if he was out
I'm
of.
gonna use these two.
He look like he in the goddamn country.
Alright. Got my chains.
'em. I mean, as soon as you get outside the suburbs, 'em chains gonna be easy. 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 ' Aurora and them, it look just like that.
Oh, okay.
And
His name is
Aurora ain't but what, 45 minutes to an hour from Chicago?
His name is 404 Golden Child. So what's the 404?
Who 404 Golden Child?
That's the name of his channel. No, his name is his handle.
What y'all doing? What is he doing? He
Who?
thinking. He thinking. Be quiet.
Ice
He
water.
thinking. He thinking.
That's
Be
his
quiet,
handle.
y'all.
That's a new one by me.
What is he thinking about? Thinking about how this is a bad idea and how I wish I had somebody with me so they could tell me if it's a bad idea or not. Alright. Let me get everything set up and rolling how it need to be.
Me, I be the fuck somebody shit up trying to tell it. He got the body cam, he got the head
Hopefully I
cam.
got the right angle. Really wish I had somebody with me, but I don't. But it don't matter. I'm not a professional, but I act like I am. So, let me say this before I get started. Some people like to just chain up the front axle, chain it up, and then they like to pick the truck up from just the rear axle. I like to have a chain on both of the axles because I think it helps the truck ride better. That's just my personal opinion. You can do it any way you want to do it. To me, ain't no right or wrong way to do it, as long as you're safe when you do it. So what y'all finna see me do is, I'm gonna take this chain, I'm gonna drop it down here, I'm gonna run it out the back that way. I'm gonna do the same thing on the chain on that side over there, and I'm gonna hook these two chains together up in here somewhere, hopefully. I don't know. Then I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'm gonna do something else. Alright, so run that one, right? Run that one right there.
To move with the turn instead of
Hey,
staying on one axle. It's more prone to move. Turn.
So I don't like this chain. I thought I had two longer chains. I don't know what happened. Run that one right here. And I'm gonna keep that right there because I need to hook up. I want to hook up to this chain right here on this rail. So when I pick it up, it's sitting right on here. That's what I want to do. Looks like it don't work no way. All right, so we'll get this one. I can see what I'm doing. We'll set that light right there. Hopefully y'all can see. So this is why I put on my coveralls because I got to get on the ground. A lot of people use a fifth wheel puller. I don't.
What the hell is a fifth? What the hell is a fifth wheel puller?
Panties.
All you mechanic in any kind fellas. I don't know what none
Trick,
of that
you
shit
don't know what a
is.
fifth. It's the little handle that you yank the fifth wheel with. Trick, you ain't got one?
Oh hell no.
Not that I'm against
Oh
it.
wow, I got like 2 or 3 of them motherfuckers.
I mean,
Keep your arm all the way up under the trailer. My fifth wheel actuated, so I ain't gotta
handfuls of the
worry about
chain.
all that.
Give myself a little slack, and then I just
Mine
whip
is
it
too,
down.
Mario, but it's good to have it. Because I don't know if you ever
Usually
had your
further
air
than that, but
actuator, like sometimes it don't work. Like it'll say,
then I do the
can I
same
release the
thing.
fifth wheel? I got to
I
get out there
with
and
the
pull it on my
chain.
own.
No.
Take a couple handfuls of the chain.
A couple times I had mine not work. I
I'm
had to
usually
go
pretty
rehook
good
up
and
the
throw it out the
E-line.
back of the truck.
Then unplug it. Ooh, excuse me. God
There
damn,
you
what am
go.
I hiccuping so much for?
Oh, hit my head on that light. That ain't
They got
good.
a jet
Yeah, I
ski in
tried
the
to reset
trailer.
it too,
Y'all
Mario.
feel
Oh,
good
go
up
ahead,
there.
Trick. My bad.
All right.
Look.
No, I was just saying real quick. I had to try to reset it
Okay.
tomorrow, but these newer trucks sometimes it just gets stuck, so
Yeah,
I just
for
go out there,
some reason
yank
I
it,
didn't
just
get
pull
this
it
chain
manually.
all the way out. You know how that goes.
I'm trying to tell these niggas how
All
females
because I'm
pulling
recording.
niggas over. Get niggas
Now
to
it's
pull
all the
over
way
in the
out.
rest area and jacking niggas. That's what I'm
Now
trying
pull
to
the
tell
chain all the way.
Oh, what
Man,
up, Jose?
nah.
You was serious with that? That's a
They
serious
talking
story you got
about a
going on?
female trying to pull over and jack a nigga. Man,
And I want the chain to come
It
up.
might be how niggas coming up dead. It just happened to me. I'm telling
man, listen, anything too good to be true usually is, nigga.
you. That's what I just telling you. A female pulled up on the side of me in her truck. She in a rider truck pulling a UPS trailer. I look over, she riding beside me. She smiling, wave at a nigga. I look over, I'm like, yeah, okay. I smile at the broad. She gets in front of me. We go down the road a little bit. She dips in the rest area. So I kept going. She came back out the rest area and got right behind me. So we go down the road some more. She dip in front of me. Now we go in the next rest area. She pulls in one spot. I pull in the second spot. And she pull out like she about to start eating lunch. But after she doing all this waving and shit on the road, so I pulled into the second lane. I'm looking over at her. She act like she ain't see me. Just coming to rest there behind her. She about to eat lunch like she about to stall some shit. So I just pulled out. But what I'm saying is, I don't know what type of shit that was, but I don't know. Like you said, if some shit too good, it might be something else involved. And what had me shook was she was driving a rider truck pulling a UPS trailer. And you never know. That's how some niggas might be coming up unalive out here and they don't know what's happening to niggas. And I'm telling you, that shit could have just went down like that. If she would have came and got my truck and we started getting it going down, old girl might have shot a nigga and just hopped out, went and gotten her shit and Pearl. And nobody would have knew how this nigga ended up at the rest area shot.
Damn, Jose, that's some crazy work, man. You gotta be aware of your surroundings out here. Glad you was on it.
I'm
Moral of the
just telling
story,
you, it's
don't
a
be a horny.
female truck driver.
Don't be a horny truck driver.
Well, I'm telling you, you don't know. You don't know. She could be the one out here unaliving niggas.
It's always a possibility. Could always be a setup.
I'm just telling y'all, if it ever come up and y'all see a female was caught in a rider truck pulling a UPS trailer, she just unalived the nigga. She out here, a female truck driver unaliving niggas. I pulled out like I ain't about to sit here and see what's cracking. I never seen nothing like that in my life.
Yeah, you definitely a
All right,
smart
I'm
move,
out, man. I
Jose,
got
getting
work
out of
to do.
there. All right, Jose, man. Be safe out there, bro.
All right.
One thing before you get started again, I want to say is that if you guys are having deaf problems, you can just take off the DPF and the DOC, unplug those harnesses that hooked up to them. You can get down the road, and you can if you have a manual, you can unplug your transmission sensor, and you can ride down the road and get to where you need to go. That's an easy way to bypass these newer trucks. But you got to realize though is that that's a bypass. What that's doing is it's creating an open in the circuit, so the ECM isn't reading those sensors. So after some time, if you leave it like that, your AC might go out or your dashboard clusters might stop working. So all you got to do is once you got everything fixed, put everything back together, boom, and everything should be good. That's a little secret if you guys don't know about it.
What truck is that, Northeast? Is that any kind of truck or what model is that?
It's any kind of truck, bro. It all works the same. Because the one boxes, because you guys were talking about that earlier, the one boxes and everything, they work together. And so your truck, your semi truck has a truck language that uses to communicate to the ECM back and forth. It's called can low and can high. Now with the newer truck models, like with the hazard depth systems, you can do that with. But the older ones, before the depth systems, that's all mechanical shit. So you can't really do too much. You gotta really fix the part. But you guys are talking about the issues with the depth system and stuff like that because nobody told you this, but that's what I'm telling you. So this unplug, you gotta take out. You can either unplug. What I did was I unplugged the harnesses for the doser and the differential the sensor that goes to the DPF. Unplug those, and then the outlet that goes into the one box. I unplugged that. I took out the DOC and the DPF from the intake side of the one box behind the turbo, and then what that does now that I drive around like that, I'm cleaning out the system from all that soot that was in there when I first bought the truck. So that's why my truck is good right now. I'm not gonna have any problems related to that, because one, it's a temporary delete, so I don't have to worry about anything going wrong with it. Secondly, I'm cleaning out the camshaft and where the pistons are. I'm cleaning all that shit out, because at first, when you first do it, it's gonna smell really bad, like death. But the more you run it, highway speeds, you're gonna clean all that shit out. And also by doing that, extend your engine life too, because all that shit is trapped up all into your camshafts and your pistons, all that shit, and your valves and all that other shit. So when you put it back in, you're gonna get some more life out of it.
Okay, word. So basically, you just did like a half delete, like you said. You said you took out the DPFs and the DOCs, so you ran it like that. So you basically deleted your truck without deleting it.
Yeah, because now you can still go to the dealership if there's a problem, and they're still gonna fuck with you. And you get two bangs of both worlds, so you don't have to worry about. I don't have to refill the depth. The depth's been full the whole time. I don't have to use it. It doesn't go nowhere. That's not being used. So I haven't refueled depth since the first day I bought this truck. And secondly, it's not a full delete. It's a temporary delete, and so that you can go to a dealership and they'll still fuck with you because it's not actually deleted. And all you gotta do is tell them like, yeah, it's not deleted. I'm just trying to fix it. So, and you let them know, you show them it's not deleted, and they'll fuck with you.
All I see is DOT getting behind me, and now I'm dealing with that shit because they don't want to
No,
help.
no, because they don't know. DOT doesn't know about that shit. They don't even look for that shit, bro. They don't. They don't even know what that is. So when they go underneath your truck, they're looking for brakes, they're looking at tires, they're looking at alignments, they're looking at air leaks, they're looking at all that shit. And all you got to tell them the same thing, because they're not going to know what you're talking about. You got, what I'm saying? Anybody who knows what I'm talking about, they understand what I'm saying. They're definitely not going to know what you're saying because they get taught certain shit. They don't know anything about the truck more than we do. I mean, they know more than most people, or some people, because a lot of people don't know how to fix a truck or how to do some shit. So, but for the guys who know what they're talking about, all you gotta do is explain to them like, yeah, it's not deleted. If it is an issue, which is not gonna be an issue because they don't even know what they're looking at, and then you should be all right.
Now I got what you're talking about, no fees. But I was just saying, that's what's up, yeah. Because when they underneath the truck, they making sure the one box is there, like the after treatment system is intact. They don't know if the filters are in it or not. That is true, but going out to places like California and stuff, I don't know. I would trust that because they actually hook up the daggone computer and make sure your after treatment system is all working properly out there. That's what I heard. They don't play out there.
Yes, sir. That's why I don't go out there. Yes, sir. And that's.
Oh, I know. Me neither. Fuck Cali. But go ahead.
Like Lucky Street Logistics was saying, if they pass that law, you don't gotta worry about it. Probably the dealership's probably gonna delete it for you for a price. But for right now,
The leasing's about to go through the fucking roof.
and that's a
Appointment
positive.
sets and everything.
But just a little bit of techniques here and there. Like I said, if you run like that for a while, your AC probably gonna go out because your AC runs off of the signal high, can high and can low, and your instrument cluster might go out. But I have a manual, so I can just hear my engine and know when to shift and when to downshift. I don't really need, and if I do, I got my GPS hooked up that reads my miles per hour, so I don't need the gauges. I can just hear the engine the way it moves. But for those out there having, after treatment issues, that's gonna save you a lot of money. Doing what I just told you to do is gonna save you tens of thousands, $20,000 instead of just fixing the problem at that moment. You can keep on running on the road for us, however long you want, and keep on going. I had it like this ever since I bought it back in December, and I started using it fully in February. So it's been like that since February, since I started using it. So, it works. Saved me a lot of money, a lot of problems. And nobody taught me this. I figured it out on my own, Brody.
And it don't cause the truck to derate or nothing because the computer ain't reading it.
Yeah, so what you're doing is you're stopping the ECM from gathering the information from those sensors. What's stopping your truck from derating is when you unplug. It's a combination of things. You have to unplug your transmission sensor only if you have a manual truck. If you have an automatic, I wouldn't advise you to do that because your truck shifts for you. But because I have a manual, I don't need that sensor because that sensor's only used to gauge the RPMs. So I don't need that because I can listen to it and see and hear where it's at. But the second part to that is to unplug the transmission sensor, which is right behind the engine and right between the U joints to hook up your engine to your transmission.
Word. I got you, Novi. Appreciate that, bro.
Oh shit.
I don't know, Trip. We're gonna get back to the video.
Oh yeah. It kind of goddamn long. My laptop about
Cause
to
I'm just
die.
curious to see, how he's gonna get it up off the
Yeah, come on.
ground. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, come on. Let's
this
see.
shit
Let's
is
see.
interesting.
It would have been smart if I would have hooked the chain from the beginning, but that would have been too much like right. I didn't want to hook it from the beginning because I didn't know how much of this chain I was going to need. So I almost dropped it. You don't want to do that. I'm going to have to guess. I'm going right here. Dude, that's going to hold good. Yeah, that's going to hold good. We're going to go under that too. Ooh. Yes, indeed. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. We like that. We like that. We like that. Maybe. We might like this better. That's gonna give me too much. That's gonna catch me on that wood though. Yeah, we like that better. We're gonna see if we go to pick it up. I might pick it up right in here or I might go up under here. I ain't 100% sure which one I'm gonna do just yet. It depends on how it feels when I pick it up. How much room we got? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We think we gonna go. We think no, that's too much. Too much slack in that chain if I go right there. I'll take my chances on the wood. I'm gonna take my chances on the wood. All right. So now this where it helps to have a person when you get ready to back up. But hey, you ain't got nobody. So when you ain't got nobody, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Taking to work already.
That ain't bad. I wish I was a little bit more straighter. I need to get over some. I need to get
Oh, they
over.
great.
I need to get over this way some. And I gotta remember to drop my bags. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out. I like the way that's looking.
His came in his company is
I
Ice
like the
Water
way that's looking.
Enterprises.
Yes, sir, I do. I like the way that's looking. Let's go.
Was that an LLC
Oh,
or incorporated?
look at
I
him
don't want
go.
to rewind it.
Ah, I need to put in my seat. Ah. I usually take these off when I'm hopping in and out because I got on the little camera. Don't know why I ain't straight. Don't know why I need to be over that way, son. My mirror say I'm straight. Can't trust the mirror. Obviously can't trust the mirror.
Truck straight pipe. Not straight pipe, my truck. Fuck it.
How is Kohler Luckstone different than tile? Our Luckstone shower walls not only offer stunning designs, but
Check and see where I'm at with it. I don't want to back up too far and be up under the hood. All right, so what's that, about 2.5, 3 feet?
It's incorporated.
One, 2.5. Oh, dang it. That's kind of good. I want to be a little bit closer to it. Well, we're going to try that. What I said I was going to do. No, I need to back up just a little bit. That's too much room. It's gonna pull it closer when it come up, but not that close. Ain't no sense in me having to pick it up twice. I don't like that. Backing up just a little bit. That'll work. I'm gonna leave a little slack in the chain. Not much, just a little bit. Slack, slack for the turn. As long as that's up against that, should be good, let me tell it. But then again, I ain't a professional. But I like the way it looked though. Leave a little slack. A little too much slack. Just making sure that I got everything how I want it. Got him. Going. Play with me if you want to, buddy. Play with me if you want to. Oh. That was almost a boo-boo. That was almost a boo-boo. We're gonna check that side before we pick it up. I think we good though.
Uh-oh, he got a Sentry.
But that one has an airbag hooked up to it, so that's how he's gonna pick it up, because that's an airbag.
We got this wood sticking out a little far on this side. I don't really like that, but we're not gonna change that right now. Yeah, I like that. Let's ride. Oh, damn. Forgot to put my work gloves on. Where they at? Oh, they right there. See what happens.
Now he's supplying air to the airbag.
Go ahead, now go. Keep. What's up, boy? Boom. Then we in trouble, y'all. We're gonna have to drop it and redo it. You don't hear that? Another thing I should have paid attention to was these boats, but it's a little too late for that. So, with that being like it is, chain pretty tight. Don't get busy.
Ready to lose the hat and regrow the hair? With Choose by Hims, you can regain your hair.
Come on, stay up. Let's see what happens. It's showtime. I usually stand back because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Is he doing airing up the airbags or something?
Yeah. The truck is in the air.
The reason why he put the wood behind the tires is to stop it from moving when he drops it back
That
down.
bag in the middle don't look good, so I don't know how many more toes we gonna get. Without replacing that, actually that's the wrong airbag anyway. Yeah. Nice and tight. Nice and tight.
That's what she said.
You know that's tight.
But because he put it at that angle, most of the weight's on the spare tires. So it makes it more of an easier drive.
So you want to have it, you want to have this axle a good amount of distance off the ground, so when you turn corners, if the truck moves, that tire don't hit the ground and lock up, because that tire ain't gonna spin on most trucks now.
See?
Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Camera didn't work for me. I don't never rush when I'm hooking up a truck.